Yeah. Hey, folks, I'm Serious JG.
Bobo the Vulture.
This was almost Let's Play Stunning Steve Austin Adventures, but instead, Solid Snake is going to treat us to... Well, not Solid Snake. I keep calling him Solid Snake. I guess I can't get over the fact that he's not really Big Boss, because he's not Dave Hayter. But if he's not really Big Boss, he's not Dave Hayter. He's certainly not Solid Snake.
Yeah. Man, I spent too much time last night just like watching a couple random videos. You go down like a rabbit hole, like just looking at various different things. And one of the things I was looking at was like somebody, and it was like, oh, I hate this, where it's like, you know, that you click on the video because the video says it's like Dave Hayter's responses to all this stuff, and it's literally some guy reciting tweets that Dave Hayter made. And
I usually fall into a pitfall of like
where there's like 3 alligators and they're all like chomping and
it's usually some wrestler shoots hard on other wrestler, and it's a podcast where it's like you know, Doink the Clown shoots hard on Bret Hart, and Doink the Clown says,
that's really inappropriate.
I wrestle.
The Battle Gear is an armored weapon developed to take on hostile bipedal weapon systems.
Yeah.
But unlike the Soviet-funded Walker Gear, the Battle Gear still hasn't been properly field tested.
So get on.
I'd like to assign a combat unit to take it on dispatch missions, so that we can evaluate its capabilities and reliability. Assuming you've got no objections, give the order to dispatch the unit from your iDroid.
So that makes it sound like it basically works like Zeke did in Peace Walker. But as I recall, like I got a, I think I probably...
But you can't access your iDroid from this room. It's like dispatch it with your iDroid. Not right now though. Wait until you leave this chamber.
We contacted Naomi, who's just a little girl at this point, and she rigged her nanomachines, which you don't have, so you can't use the iDroid in this room. I'm just like,
you know, of course, the thing is, we also
I love the original Metal Gear Solid.
Like, we talked to Colonel.
What? Wait, I can't use guns in here? What?
Naomi is a little girl at this point. We contacted Colonel Campbell, who is a grown man at this point, but he said, "I can't believe you have a little girl operating your nanomachines."
Maybe you're a man after all, cherry boy.
Maybe the cherry boy is a cherry man. He's one cherry man.
You mean the guy was just talking to?
Well, it's time we purge Diamond Dogs of that traitorous parasite once and for all.
Like, we could do that whenever we wanted to. Like, we could just kill him. I mean,
yeah.
It's not like we're really operating within any nation's law.
I'll have to answer to the ghost of the boss if I do that.
Please select a mission.
Looks like we're already all loaded up on these missions.
So
no, but what I was trying to say, so this thing, they make it sound like it works pretty much the same way as Zeke in Portable,
that you'd send it out in.
The problem is that the mission, the combat deployment in this game, it always tells you exactly how many of each guy you're allowed to send, up to and including, you need a truck to do this mission. You need a tank to do this mission. You can send up to 8 guys on this mission. You never have the option of, okay, you're attacking an enemy base. It's defended by 10 enemy soldiers of C rank. You can send 8 S guys, 8 A guys, 8 B. You're never allowed to say, all right, well, I'm going to send 8 B guys, but I'm also going to send a tank and battle gear. It's like, no, you either are forced to send one or you don't get to send one.
All right.
So eventually we have to keep doing missions until one that allows us to use battle gear pops up. And I don't think anything special happens, except you get fucking 32 African peaches or whatever the fuck after Battle Gear's successful sortie.
Millions of peaches. Peaches for me.
So we gotta find a shower, and then we gotta get you out there to recover
Booty.
Whatever she said she wants you to recover.
He wants me to recover the AI pod.
Yeah. Which means going back into a base that was actually a pretty major mission for us to deal with before. I'm curious if it'll be defended like it's a side op or defended like it's a plot mission.
Welcome home.
Hey, thanks, man.
Please don't punch me, because I might fall to my death. Thanks.
I'm trying very hard to remember what the pounce button is.
Oh, square. Period.
Thank you for hitting me with the pounce.
Period.
Period.
The
A lot of you folks may not. A lot of you folks may not remember Monty Brown.
What do you mean you didn't watch TNA Impact back when it was on Fox Sports Net at 2 a.m.?
Or he briefly had a period in which he wrestled in ECW, the WWE version of ECW, as Marcus Corvon.
At which point he didn't say the pounds period, so that wouldn't actually help you.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you saw him, you were so impressed with what he did, you're like, I want to find more of this guy's
I just think
stuff.
if you looked up Montavious... No, and Montavious Porter was MVP's whole name. He was something...
Yeah.
Monty Brown.
Didn't he...
He had some other name, but
yeah.
But anyway, if you watched him in WWE's ECW, and you think that gives you the full story on Monty Brown, then I'm afraid you. I don't remember why Paul Bearer was screaming about it. It's like,
was interested in the. I mean, no, it was about her boobies. Yes.
Boobies, folks, boobies. We're mature Let's Players, and we know we got a lot of knowledge about the politics and history at the time. And
look, it's Sahelanthropus.
Oh yeah.
You can see Sahelanthropus when you take off on land. Okay, you can also see boobies. That's why I was looking to the left the whole time. I knew that we were eventually going to get a shot of Sahelanthropus.
So you told me that the voice actress who actually or the I don't know if it's the voice actress Quiet. Well,
yeah, the English language voice person.
Even though she doesn't talk. Question what?
I think,
but anyway, she's the actual
or whatever. I don't know.
The actual person who plays Quiet.
Yeah.
Has an internet presence and actually played this game online and talked about the experience of being.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it. I didn't actually go and like do a thorough check out of it. But.
I mean, yeah, I heard about it from you, and apparently it's actually pretty good, and she's. And you know, she take it real seriously, and she was really honored to be part of it. It's like, that's so nice. And if I met her, I'd shake her hand and tell her that it's so much fun playing the game you were in, and you should be really proud of it. And then as soon as she leaves, I'd have to go look back at people and be like, boobies, boobies. Look at that, there's boobies in this game.
I've
also had international subscribers.
I don't know how 100% accurate to
her physique.
Her physique, or her general attire.
No, probably. Yeah, she probably doesn't dress like that. I didn't mean that she would come up to me dressed as Quiet.
She wasn't doing her Quiet cosplay, which is
But the other thing I wanted to mention, just while I'm thinking about it, I've got a pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Eclectic, Let's Play collection. I got a lot of games that you wouldn't necessarily think there's a huge crossover audience between them that I'm playing. So people who are watching sometimes only the RPG ones or only the strategy ones. Somebody on one of them, like an international subscriber, asked, hey, I've been loving your Final Fantasy videos, but I gotta know, what does that DQ symbol mean?
Yeah.
The Dairy Queen Army, man. Anyway. So we got side ops that we could be doing, but in fact, Emmerich wants us to hop all over what it's probably a main op.
Well, no,
it's not. Oh, no, it's not.
The main ops here are just subsistence and extreme versions of
missions. In that case, if we go to side ops, there should be a yellow side op. Extract the AI pod.
Oh, there you go. Honestly, yeah.
And these are the really weird ones because it's a plot important, but it's called a side mission because they're the only ones you never get to replay. Very strange. Was there an audio tape to play with it or not? I guess not. No, because it's a side op. So.
Please select a landing zone.
So we gotta go to a hot LZ, or we can go to
a cool LZ.
Now, as I remember, it was easier getting into the base from the east than
from because the way the base is set up, and
for your first go through,
you can't come from that direction. So you're actually coming from between this base, which is a major plot thing in Act 1, and the little stretch of road between it and the actual final area of the game, because there's no new places for us to go that we've never been before. Dog.
Alright, although I will keep quiet around because we keep having these missions come up.
Well, I've mentioned that we... Oh, sorry.
There's some kind of sequence that goes on if you have max allegiance with Quiet.
Yeah, we've got a ways to go. The thing is to keep an eye on it, and if her... And, not go too long without using her so that we don't lose that again. But we've got a few missions to do, including this one, before we can potentially... So D-Dog has got maximum loyalty. I know that Akalis is pulling for D-Dog. The other possibility is that we try D-Horse to see if anything special happens when we get max allegiance with D-Horse.
Yeah, we're not. Like, basically, we're...
Or
this mission
we finally
does not
showcase
really,
the fucking robot.
Yeah, well, this mission doesn't really require any. Like, I figure bring the robot out for one of these side ops where there's not something for a non-story side op, because eventually we're gonna get back into the issue where we have to just like.
Oh, you don't want to rescue the AI pod and hear the robot go, "Gee, boss, so glad we rescued the AI pod."
Jubos.
Those boots are stinky. Sorry, that's a very specific, horrible cartoon with a horrible robot in it.
Although I would highly recommend, if you can ever find an English dub of Space Transformers, to definitely go find that. May or may not be like also titled under some variant of Super Robot Diatron 5, but yeah.
Diatron 5, Diatron. It's almost like Super Cyber Century Orgaz, but yeah. Alright, anyway guys, let's get on with an actual... Pay attention to the game we're playing here for a moment.
Hey dog. Hey dog. How you doing?
Hey boss. What's up?
Hey boss.
Hey boss. Rescue this iPod? I've been holding it in for a while. Some weird shit goes down once we get this AI pod.
Does it start singing to us?
Not quite. I don't know how it's like background information starts to trickle out in cassette tape form that I know you got to get the AI pod before it will trigger, but there's background details that we're going to learn that are a little weird. Right now, we think the weirdest this game's got for us is Metallic Archaea that can turn you into like freaking cyborg ninja wannabe.
I mean, really, who doesn't want to be a cyborg ninja? I mean, it's the best job.
I don't want to be a cyborg dog ninja.
Oh, we'll get you a cyborg ninja enhancements, T-Dog. Don't you worry. You're gonna become a cyborg dog. It's gonna be good.
Good dog.
Yeah.
Thanks for kneeing me in the face and then patting my butt, boss.
I know you like it.
Big boss master of the Bumaye knee or whatever it's called. Big boss proves that he's the man when he starts doing Shinsuke Nakamura poses.
Yow! And before I even get to the base, I get cut down by an enemy gunship.
Before you even get to the base, you get attacked because you're running around in the open. I say this as though this isn't what I'd be doing, and as though I want Bobo to start crawling towards the base when he's still like 2 miles away from it. No rides designated area. D-Dog's found an enemy.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Where are these enemy prisons?
What do you want me to tell you? I detected them. They're on your map now. I can't really vocalize it. 85 meters in closing, boss.
2 feet high and rising.
Bandit on your 2.
Oh, found landmines. Oh yeah, D-Dog.
Yeah, D-Dog is very useful in that. I didn't realize there were landmines here. Plants. I didn't detect them, but there they are.
Nothing gets by you, D-Dog.
There's a mission coming up where I totally got surprised by mine. Didn't realize there were any mines around here. Okay, so I'd say I hope we're not geared for fighting the bosses, but.
No, I checked out what I got going on.
I got bit by a bee on the bottom of my forearm.
The map has been updated.
Oh yeah, detected some more mines, boss. Matter of fact, I'm gonna lay some out there if you don't mind. Watch out, boss. There are fragmentation plasma and cryo mines out there. And there just might be a bottle cap mine. Hey, it's a poster for the Black album, now available in Russian. To follow up to Smell the Glove. I found an enemy medical plant, boss. Man, he's finding a lot of enemies, it seems like.
Well, I mean, we are approaching an enemy base. Ow.
Mushroom stomp. Mamacita.
Where are your friends?
I ain't telling you jack shit. Your dog already knows where they are anyway.
Spit it out.
Hey, raw materials. alright.
The map has been updated.
Come with me.
I'm not even gonna bother to check your stats. We just need bodies after the Congo death.
We are still building up our forces after Congo land.
You gonna extract him?
After Congo land. That's right.
There's been a little debate online between All Dragon and another subscriber. Which All Dragon, God bless All Dragon, but he attacked the vocal cord parasites as being something that wouldn't really work. To which I came out and was like, "Come on, All Dragon, this is freaking Metal Gear." And then somebody else started explaining that no, it could work. It's totally valid. And I'm just like, okay. God.
He's finding a lot of it. I'm just not seeing all of these enemies.
It's neat in like a fantasy action kind of. Oh man, this weapon can kill different language people. But then it's like, yeah, and also it can make you photosynthesize and yeah. The guards are pretty sparsely spaced, and although it's not quite
sprocketed.
Yeah, pretty spacely sprocketed. It's not quite as ridiculous as it is at nighttime, but you do have to be pretty fucking close to them for them to see you in this game. A lot of the time.
Can I see this threat from here? Nope.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around this game. I mean, it's got the thinnest plot of any Kojima game I've ever played. But like in terms of gameplay,
yeah,
like damn.
You know, honestly, there's that, and there's also the whole like I watched the beginning and end movies of that was another thing I was doing while I was just sort of like, oh, hey, trucker.
Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Peace, Ben Murphy. So you could probably, yeah, you get up on the roof and take this other dude out. Although he's now heading towards you, so. Yes. And you got the grenade launcher.
Grenade.
But yeah, it's like, as far as like, I'm not doing the multiplayer, but if you were, like, damn, there's so much different shit you could do. And the multiplayer isn't even set on this giant world map. But if you did like a Grand Theft Auto style multiplayer, where people just wander around in the open world and interact with each other. I guess the lack of NPCs who aren't enemy soldiers makes it a little bit weird to do that.
Wait,
that multiplayer.
Oh.
You're just not facing them. Or no. Yeah, you knocked them out. Now you're gonna have to hold them up again. Yeah. Now the intel team is spotting threats that D-Dog missed. Bad boy D-Dog.
Speak. Spit it out. Spit it out.
The map has been
This
updated.
soldier is highly skilled in racquetball. He told you what a highly skilled soldier.
Blow this up for fun.
You could. That'll alert them.
Yeah.
He's coming too.
But you could do
Roger
that. So you could destroy a coffee mug.
Could destroy a coffee mug.
Don't try to shoot him through multiple chain link fences. Oh, do this instead. Did it hit him? I think it hit him.
It got him in the arm.
Yeah, I thought you looked like you should have got him in the face, but whatever. It's all good.
A shot in the face. Oh, nice.
Bow down on the brow. There you go. Bobo's got skills to pay the bills. The Buffalo Bills.
There's a truck driving around, so I want to be careful. Alright, well.
I'm also on the roof of a building, so I want to be careful.
Well, I mean, the truck driving around could be a problem.
See, Bobo's an excellent shot, but he hasn't quite mastered the intricacies of switching between his two stun weapons. The world used to be whole, but with the end of the second.
Yeah, something really weird over here. You should come check it out.
Yeah, there's somebody explaining the plot of Metal Gear Solid 3 in that building. Now hopefully if he'll turn around and walk. No, he's still looking for you.
Where are
The map has been updated.
Yeah, so I can't hear the voice acting, but apparently somebody is reciting lines from the boss in that building.
You gonna extract him?
That is a little strange.
Where are your friends?
The map
I mean,
has
if
been
we're
updated.
going to recover an AI, you know how AIs do.
That AI still has a family, though. So, yeah, you've got
So,
one more person you
so-
trank that you don't want to lose here.
British Bulldog,
Gives off a fun liquor. Yeah.
with your family,
Roger that.
do you think that after SummerSlam perhaps this family will come together? I mean, I know you've been having a lot of trouble with families, but do you think at
You
SummerSlam...
want to specify that before you turn it over to me to respond.
Uh,
Well, there's been a lot of problems in the family, Sean. But the family
Has been updated.
will come together at SummerSlam. Any other questions that I can
help you with there? That's pretty much the one thing I wanted to know.
Well, you're not a very curious person in general.
Leave the rest to us.
You want to know what the afterworld's like? Want to know what happens to us after we die? Anyway, this guy's just got really bad peripheral vision and hearing. I'm totally on top of you, buddy. I know exactly what's going on.
Hands up. Talk.
So I'm thinking our point in taking along and not taking along the robot or the horse was that this is a plot kind of mission.
Yeah.
So therefore, I wanted to bring along a dog.
Some
You know, in
will
case
say
T-Dog had any dialogue to add to the proceedings.
It wasn't because of that. It was because afterwards, because I thought that theoretically this mission might be more difficult than
Yeah, that's
a
true.
standard side plot mission, and you wouldn't do to have some character that I've never actually played. You know.
So far, it hasn't been, but we don't know that that's.
Yeah.
that could
The
change.
AI pod may be a part of a giant robot that
That attacks us. It can only be
attacks
defeated
us.
with the
It
aid
can
of a
only be
dog.
defeated with the aid of a dog or of song.
Sing, sing out loud. Keep just barely fit. Don't cut his throat like I did.
the
Where are
map
your
has been updated.
Alright, now what else can I do here?
Choke him out.
How can I... GTS.
Kokina clutch. I would buy a sneaking game where instead of playing as Solid Snake or the Burger King, you were playing as Samoa Joe. You missed some materials off to the right. It's a little turn to your left now. There's right in there is a little. I only noticed it because it's the bright red one, which are the one that we tend to need the most.
Flames!
Back to flames. The flames are a good part of my band here at the Macalania Woods. And there's common. You know, hopefully we can find a formula to change those to precious metals.
Yeah, man.
Or perhaps fuel resources.
Just as,
Can we change those minor metals into common metals?
just as soon as we can, get these, this centuries-old stores of, weapons and,
Yeah, to replenish themselves. That precious metal's always worth grabbing. That's basically cash.
That's Kid Cash right there.
So the giant concrete bunker that you're dancing around the edge of is your actual objective.
Yeah. I'm just clearing the air.
Whew.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I was making a waving motion, folks. Alright, Stinky. So yeah, it looks like the Russians had not really fully repopulated their bases since the last time someone went through and kidnapped every soldier they had. No wonder they were willing to take that one guy who betrayed them to the CIA back into their ranks. And it's like, yeah, we just need bodies at this point. Much like when Snake suddenly got a defense team and I just needed anybody he could get to fill out its numbers. Yeah, we're in that same position. We should basically have... Well, I was about to say we should have known since it's a side op that it would be thinly populated, but that's not quite how it worked with when we initially rescued Emmerich from the same facility. It was called a side op, but the place is completely full of like walker gears and stuff.
Clouds
Got my gun
approaching.
name ready to crush there, buddy. I'm shooting at your privates, private.
The map has been updated.
Let's just methodically take dudes out. It's always fun.
That's
Yeah.
right. We'll get over there so you can take them out.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oil! Oil! Chickens!
Where are
The map has been updated.
Oh, we got the control for a power grid. That's a good way to lure everyone to one location as they keep checking on the power that you shut off. One by one.
Yeah, fuck. You just saw me, huh? Oh shit. This guy's down here too.
Yeah.
I'm nobody. Don't worry about me.
Just some guy wearing all black and choking out one of your troops. What's the big deal? You guys ever played Assassin's Creed? I'm gonna hide by jumping into a bunch of hay. You're not taking heavy casualties. I haven't killed anyone. And they kind of made a point of that, actually. Climb up on this table and hide. They'll be looking for me under the table, but if I hide on top of the table...
Okay, can't get in that way.
It's possible that if you weren't on alert you could, but you don't really know. Café. Pollo. Delicious Peruvian chicken. Pollo.
Love me some Puyo.
Have a café. Poutine.
Puyo Puyo. Style of Japanese puzzle game that involves falling beans or blobs.
So nothing like Tetris.
Yeah, it's very like that, except they are.
I don't know if he'll surrender during the alert.
Alright then.
You're having a hell of a time falling over. No sign of an enemy or of the soldiers that's like right next to us that has been knocked out.
Sandstorm approaching.
There's a sandstorm coming up, better pull this guy out before that happens.
And you need to go back for those two guys that you took out that didn't get to Fulton yet. Because
they're probably
eventually they might notice them. And depending on when the sandstorm hits, you might just might be wise to use the sandstorm to go after those guys, but never mind. Let them disperse.
now.
Oh no! Still got an 80% chance.
Yeah, still good odds. You'll make it, friend.
Speak friend, then enter.
I could try and snipe all these guys in Storm.
You gotta extract him.
You could. I'm not sure your accuracy is affected by this. You'd have to be able to find them in scope first, of course.
I didn't seem to hit. Or, you know what I could just do is
Just end the mission.
just come in here and find find the AI.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're ready to go down that path of desperation, attempting to actually win the mission. We might want to do that as part of the next video. Okay. So, we're going to call it a video there, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, it just came back to this Microsoft Paint shot of Katrina Mil Muertes like we had grabbed for something else. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Next time we'll I think there is a tuxedo costume in this game. I haven't actually figured out how you unlock it, but
yeah, there's gotta be. It's a Metal Gear game.
Gotta be. Unfortunately, I don't think we had the ability to unlock Katrina gear for Quiet, but if we did, we could certainly do that. It would be great.
I mean, as sexy as Katrina is, and as she is attired, it would still be
more
fairly modest for Quiet.
Yeah, for Quiet. It's like, how could she walk around? She must be sweating like a dog with all that clothing on. Anyway, folks, next time, AI Pod action.
Bye.